Forbath set to kick it away for the Vikings. And off we go from the Twin Cities. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. 39.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Get up!
On second down, Ryan. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Third and long. It's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Trey Wayne's the Michigan State man right there in coverage.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Cousins on first down.
Oh, bullshit!
Intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he will score. Touchdown.
Bullshit play.
Falcons.
Bullshit.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And his pass incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
Fucking running game whatsoever.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Cousins now on 2nd down. He's coming and down he goes. Grady Jarrett with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down at the 28. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Now Cousins eluding the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point. As opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Looking downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football
Let's go.
back.
Let's stay in this motherfucker.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top. You become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play. And that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Damn.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Killing my fucking running
Kind of
game.
running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Here's Cousins.
Damn, what the
saw
fuck?
That one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
21. Get up.
Coleman. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 at the 19. Ryan. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
Got him.
It's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Black.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Jones coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Cousins to throw it this time.
Fucking bitch.
3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He finds Coleman. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, it's Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Cousins. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. We just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Ted McKinley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now Ryan on 1st down.
Give him back.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line.
Man, my running game is
the loss
horrible.
of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game.
Keep it on the ground, Playboy.
As a quarterback, But
I'm bound to get a pick
like,
six.
oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now Ryan on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Cook. And he's got room. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. So they have the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Second down, Cousins. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down, here's Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On second down, Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. It's Coleman here. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? The clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Here's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver, it's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones from a yard out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 56 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph from 3 yards out. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 48 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Cousins now to throw on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good
Dan,
defensive
I'm gonna
football,
say,
which has
you
led
right?
to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Well, just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it's just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now. They stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Get up!
They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where waste at. All in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me. Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
On first down, it's gone. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
Well.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
On second and 10, Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's
That
third
play was
down.
wide the fuck open.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
Goff now to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And now whistles and a flag.
Good hard
And I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.